Welcome to the Health Code Podcast. I'm Sarah, otherwise known as Sarah's Day, and I'm a health and fitness YouTuber.
And I'm Kurt, professional photographer and content creator, or also known as Sarah's boyfriend.
We're here to help you crack the code to a healthy and fit lifestyle.
We're going to be talking all things health, fitness, relationship, lifestyle, and career.
So it's time to grab your code books because we're about to spill some serious tips.
Really? That sounds so bitchy.
The smell of fake tan gives me anxiety. It really does, because it means something big is happening. Don't you think?
Yeah, I understand your thought process there, but I just don't like the smell of fake tan.
I used to not, but now it, like I said, it reminds me of something intense or like a secret. So I'm like, big things are happening because I'm orange.
Well, I guess like in that sense too, like you're looking fabulous and tanned right now.
Thanks.
And I'm looking fabulous and Hawaiian themed.
Go on. Welcome back to the Health Code Podcast, guys, episode 3. And as always, Kurt feels the need to tell you what he's wearing. So, fashion tips with the Kurtle the turtle.
I have a fabulous t-shirt on. It's short sleeve with buttons.
I hate it.
It's yellow coloured to go along with the theme of last week.
Again, why yellow?
I don't know.
That's honestly one of my worst colours.
Well, this is Hawaiian shirt. So, follow us on Instagram. You'll see the photo. I'm wearing the standard red sliders and socks.
It's the only slides you own.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Wait, is it sliders or slides?
No, it's slides. I always do it wrong and people always correct me on it. But you know what? I don't care.
It's because we're foodies. You know those like pork sliders? We're like,
yeah,
I'm wearing sliders.
I love sliders.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm wearing my fabulous slides. Damn it. And okay. Fluoro socks.
I'm confident.
Yeah, exactly. And fluoro socks with pink little palm trees on them.
I actually like the socks.
Do you?
But that's the only thing I like.
With the slides and the shirt?
No. I'm saying I like the socks, singular. Socks, that's it. And by the way, before we started filming, he's like, oh, Saz, just letting you know, it's Hawaiian night. I was like, what? I thought we were having like Hawaiian pizza or something because he ordered a pizza. And I was like, oh, did you order Hawaiian pizza? He's like, no, podcast.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what? We're talking about Hawaiian. He's like, no, dress Hawaiian. I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing.
No, this is always a thing. There's always going to be a theme.
Okay, well, I'm like the least Hawaiian you could get because I'm fake tanned right now and I'm in a robe.
Silky robe.
Well, that's my thing. Like, when you fake tan, you don't want to get everything all orange. And our chairs are orange. So I'm on a little silk robe because I'm shooting for my ebook tomorrow. So
this room stinks of fake tan.
Success. It's the smell of secret projects, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of Hawaiian night, but it's okay.
Well,
I'm wearing slides too. I'm wearing fluffy slides. Pink fluffy
you
slides.
You are, but you don't have any socks on, which I said you must have.
I have fake tan. Do you want me to have a sock tan?
Yes. That'd be hilarious.
Hell no. Anyway, guys, I'm so excited about today's podcast because I personally think these are like my favorite topics. So like I've said in our previous ones, we have a book where we've written out like little things we want to talk about, like fitness and health and lifestyle and relationship. And I got to pick today's topic of focus.
And let's guess what it is. Let's guess what it is, everybody.
Health. And okay, so we're going to start off with some health tips. And then we're going to go into a new series I'm starting called Kurt's Dating Diaries. And
I don't think that'll be a weekly thing, but we'll definitely have to make up some sort of music montage-y. What do you call that thing?
Yeah, a music slider.
We're still new to the podcasting, so we're not up with all the cool phrases.
Yeah, we make our own.
That's it. All right, montage it is.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with, again, our new kind of thing, the weekly wrap. Curtis, tell us about your week. Give the people an update.
We've got to do the music first.
Oh, sorry.
Insert music here.
Slide.
The weekly wrap!
Yeah! Doesn't that just get you in a good mood?
Right?
We had a gangster week. No, we didn't at all. But...
No, we've had a very big week this week. So, okay, where do we start? Okay, this week I've been working really hard on a few separate projects to Sezi as well. Met up with a few new potential clients, which is always a good time to meet new people. Love getting out and having a coffee with new people. So
you're a little social butterfly.
I love it. I love it.
New friends.
No, I do. But my new little project is our presets. So our Lightroom presets, the way that we edit our photos, we have a set of presets that I've put together. And Lightroom is an editing software for those of you who aren't photographers. It's an editing software by Adobe that you can purchase. And throughout that, I have created a set of presets, which are like filters.
Yeah, like filters.
Yeah, so...
Before I met Kurt, I would just use like ViscoCam or like an easy app. And then, yeah, when Kurt came along, he was like, you're a fool.
Oh, babe, you need to step up your game.
Oh my gosh, wait. You just called me babe, not hun.
Look, okay. Well, let's put this into context for everybody.
I hate hun and I hate honey. It makes me sound like an old woman.
Oh, honey.
I hate it. Seriously, okay, like a segue, our whole relationship, Kurt's been like, oh, honey. It's like, you know when you get into that phase of your relationship.
Help it. I just call you that now.
I know.
And look, I feel like it's like gangster. Be like,
what?
Yo, honey. What's up, honey?
No, I feel like it's...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Stop. It's like... Oh, honey.
Oh, no.
That's what it's like. No.
Well, I am wearing socks and slides, so...
Yeah. But you guys know when you get to that point of your relationship where you start calling each other pet names, Kurt started calling me hun, and I was like, okay, like, I'll get used to it. But now we're at the point where we're, like, so comfortable with each other that I can be like, don't call me that. It makes me gag.
Well, I feel like babe is so trashy. Babe. Oh, babe. I only called you that then because I knew you'd rip me a new one for calling you hun.
Okay, sorry. Anyway.
Let me get back to what I was talking about, my presets.
Sorry,
all right? So
okay.
when me and Cezzy first met, I pretty much told her she needs to step her Instagram game up because it was lacking a little bit.
Yeah,
but now it's amazing.
I took
You're
that so
good.
offensively when you said that at the start. I was like, are you joking? Like,
I know. And then
it's my job, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I doing with my life?
Yeah, you use like Instagram filters and
no, and I'm not saying that's bad, but like if you want to bring your photos to a next level, like everyone's always commenting on my photos and Kurt's photos saying, how do you guys edit them? This is literally how, like a click of a button and you have Kurt's presets.
Yeah. Yeah, and then if I want to take it more detailed, we go across to Photoshop.
But you were actually nervous to launch them because that's
I don't want it. Yeah, it's
your
like
style.
my style, and like I developed the preset so that you can't use one single filter on a photo because each individual photo has different lighting, contrast, all these types of different things going, colors. But I've developed these presets so that they're all quite similar, so that if you use any individual one, it'll look good across the page. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to share them, but so Sarah's making me. So
no, I just think like I don't know.
It's about sharing, sharing out the goodness for everybody. Everyone gets to have a piece of how to edit their photos and learn something from it, and be able to take your content to a new level.
So you don't have an exact launch date of when the presets will be live. And by the way, if you want the presets, if you want to use, I'm using the word filters in inverted commas.
That's fair.
You have to have Lightroom.
Yeah, you have to purchase Lightroom. You can go to adobe.com and you can either download the Creative Cloud one, which I don't use. So...
I do, I think.
No, you don't use the Creative Cloud one. You use the desktop one. Yeah.
Oh.
It's under a Creative Cloud.
Guys, I got no idea.
No, yeah. Don't get the Lightroom CC one. Get the other version. There's two versions. Don't get Lightroom CC. Anyway, so go to Adobe, purchase Lightroom, and then you download my presets. You can buy them you will be able to buy them off my website.
When, roughly?
Hopefully
a week?
In a week. Yeah, hopefully in about a week.
We'll give you a week buffer.
Yeah, I'm pretty close now, but we've been busy with other secret projects.
Mm-hmm. And what's your website?
www.kjtills.com. I'll also have a link in my bio on Instagram at kjtills, and probably on YouTube as well. So yeah.
Yeah, so Kurt's had a super busy week doing his presets.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been the same. Like, unfortunately, I feel like we always have like a really funny week. We have like funny things to say, but this week it's been like hustle week.
Yeah.
We've been doing so many projects. So I've been working so hard on my ebook, and I had the most exciting call yesterday from my ebook designer. So pretty much everyone's always asking like little career questions about like how YouTube works and ebooks and Instagram. So pretty much with an ebook is I write all of the content. So literally on like a Word document. So I write down all of the workouts. I've been testing the workouts, writing down the paragraphs, the intros, everything. And then I send it to my graphic designers and they put it in ebook format. So obviously I had a meeting with the ebook designers and I said the colors that I wanted, the vibe,
Yep.
And they sent me the first draft and
It's
is
sick. It is
insane.
so
It's
awesome.
literally what was in my head, but I found it hard to explain that.
Yeah.
And they just like, anyway, amazing.
They've done a perfect job of it.
So tomorrow...
It's like quite similar to number one, but not at the same time. Yeah. But they look we had them up on like the website side by side, or like a little template.
Yeah.
And they just look so good together. Like,
yeah.
it looks so cute. Yeah.
So tomorrow we're shooting for the ebook, and I'm thinking we're just going to go to like our local beaches because it is still like a coastal vibe kind of thing.
Yeah.
What else? Oh my gosh, I've just been like doing so much stuff. I have.
So we've been looking for a property as well, a house.
Gosh, yes, you
which
guys.
has been, and we're looking at getting. What are we looking at getting?
A puppy.
Yeah.
Okay, if you follow my YouTube channel, you know that we love our apartment now, and it's across the road from the beach, and it's amazing. But unfortunately, we're just outgrowing it a little bit, and it doesn't have air conditioning. So like on nights like tonight where it's 40 degrees, which is like 104 degrees Fahrenheit, we are sweating. Like I'm sweating my fake tan off. I'm going to have like weird sweat marks down my arms.
Can I just rewind that? How did you know that it was 104 degrees Fahrenheit? I would have no idea. How do you know that? You know math?
I know. It's because I put it on my vlog. So I had to calculate it. Because in my last vlog, I was like, 40 degrees. I'll put what it is in Fahrenheit
You're
up
a
here.
fake, you're a fraud.
Yeah, that's literally the only comparison I know. 40, 104.
That's all I gathered from that whole little conversation you were
But
saying
I'm
then.
super duper smart. So we went to a bunch of different open houses and just like, we're just kind of weighing up. I always thought I wanted a house.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my parents, when they got married, you get a house. Like, you just think that's what you do. But we're kind of thinking maybe we're apartment people.
Yeah. Well, we have we're in a part of our stage of our life where we don't have kids yet. We're not yet married. We still want to live the lifestyle that we're living in our apartment now, but we just need to upsize a bit because we've sort of outgrown it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should see this room. It's like disgusting.
Like our study. And especially now that we're podcasting and we've got, like, I'm creating content from home. She's creating content from home.
Yeah.
So
like, we're super grateful, but it's just like we are outgrowing it. But anyway, we found this apartment, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm in love with it, but I don't want to get my hopes up.
Don't
but
get your hopes
maybe
up.
by the next podcast, I might have some news for you. We don't know.
We'll see.
But in that apartment, we can get a little puppy.
So all day today, we've been like looking up puppies and getting all excited. So I feel like we're very invested now.
Yeah, like my heart is already like set on a puppy and a dining table that I want to put in that apartment. But anyway,
our toss up between puppy is either a Staffy or a Cavoodle.
They're so different.
And they're very different. I'm all for the Staffy. Sarah's a little bit in between.
Well,
You're
no,
a little bit
I
tossing up between.
really want an American Staffy,
Yeah.
but it's just
Is
a
it going to be
Cavoodle-
too hyperactive for the apartment though?
A
That's the
Cavoodle's
thing.
like a safer option. But anyway, weekly wrap. I could go on forever. I've had a lot of exciting things happening. Oh, and by the way, I'm also going to the Fitness Expo on the 21st and the 22nd of April.
We'll both be there. I'm not featuring. I'm just there to support Sarah and vlog her.
Yeah, literally. They emailed me and they were like, do you want to do a 1 hour presentation? I was like, on what? How to not fashion? No, and I was like, I can make like smoothies. And they were like, yeah, okay, cool. So I think on the first day, on the 21st, I'm going to be presenting at 1:15. And then on the 22nd, I'll be there at 3:15. And then for an hour afterwards, I'm doing like a meet and greet. I hate saying that because it sounds like I think I'm cool. Like, I'm going to meet and greet. But like, you
Are
can
you
come
gonna
and
just
like
turn that into like a bit of like a
come and hang with me.
like a question answer type of thing?
Yeah,
or something?
whatever. I don't know. Like, depends if people come and meet me. If not, that's awkward. I'm a loser. But anyway, that's the weekly wrap. But can we dive into today's topic? I'm so excited.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, I just wanted to talk about, like, let's just keep this really light, fun, flexible, and,
Yeah.
like, not zero.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to talk about a few healthy hacks. So things that we love in our healthy lifestyle and things that we couldn't live without. Or just like little things we've picked up along the way that help us live a maintainable, healthy lifestyle. So let's like go one by one because, oh, by the way, I gave us like, Kurt and I don't discuss really what we're going to talk about in the podcast. I just say like, hey, let's talk about our healthy habits.
Yeah.
And he'll say, okay. So like 5 minutes before we started filming, I always say filming.
Recording. Get it right.
I'm a YouTuber.
We're podcasters now.
Okay. Before we started recording, I was like, here's 5 minutes. Write down a few healthy habits you have. I literally have like 3 pages because I'm a health freak.
You're a nutcase. Okay,
Kurt, I'd like to-
my topics are a little bit more like I can expand on them a bit, and I want to
okay.
talk about them a bit. So I have 3.
That's okay.
But none of them are to do with food. Do you want me to start?
Sure.
Okay. So my first point is stop thinking that the gym is the be all and end all in, like, I guess, the fitness side of living a healthy lifestyle.
I love that
Yep.
so much. Hashtag the relevance say.
Yeah.
AKA relevance.
Yeah. So both of us live for the gym.
No, speak for yourself,
Well,
honey boo boo.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Yeah,
Just
reword
wait a sec.
that.
Wait a sec. So I love the gym. I really enjoy the gym, but I also have a lot of other outside of the gym areas where I can be fit and healthy. Martial arts. I've done rock climbing. I've done surfing. We'll go for walks along the coastline. We'll go for runs every now and again.
When you're like pretending to be a puppy in the ocean, you guys should see him. He's literally like a little child in the ocean. You must burn so many calories playing.
I run in and out of the waves. If I'm on my board surfing, I'm like either catching the shore break body surfing. It's actually
it's very entertaining watching you. And you guys, don't you think Kurt reminds me of like a little toddler? I love you. You're so cute. But like, when little kids do something cool on like the slippery dip. Actually, Americans don't call it slippery dip. On like the slide. The slide?
Like slides like I'm wearing?
No. And then when they do something cool, they look back and make sure mum's watching. Kurt does that. He'll like body surf in the ocean and look back and make sure I'm watching.
I don't agree with that.
You do. Your brother even said it too. But continue.
Yeah, so you can find things outside the gym that can keep you like healthy and fit. Like play soccer. Go join a soccer club or a touch footy club, or go find a mate who wants to go rock climbing with you. Like I used to have a few of my mates. We all got into it all at the same time, and we'd go once a week on top of the gym, on top of the martial arts sessions.
I totally agree.
And you're just having a fun time, but at the same time, you're like burning calories and you're building your muscle. Yeah. Like rock climbing's a tough sport. Like
I remember when I first got into like being healthy and fit, and I like followed. This was like literally when I first got into it, and I followed all of these fitness girls. I thought I had to go to the gym every day, lift weights every day, do those kind of workouts to get the body of my dreams. And nowadays, honestly, both Kurt and I, our routines are so flexible and diverse, and I pretty much go to a gym 3 times a week max, and then every other time I'm like going for a run, going for a walk, doing something at home, doing something at a park. Like I love working out outdoors. You really don't have to go to a gym.
Yeah, Sarah's training is a lot more diverse than mine. I'm a bit more stuck in the gym. But then outside of my gym sessions, it's just because I like it. But then outside of my gym sessions, I do surf and do all these other activities.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love your tip 1. All right, on to my first
Number
tip.
2.
Guys, you have no idea. I have so many.
Go.
So I'm just going to make them short and sweet. First one.
Yep.
I've talked about this before, but it is life-changing. Are you an AM or a PM person? So if you've watched my vlogs, a lot of the time I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym at this time. And then you'll see that I put it off, and then I put it off again, and then I end up not going, and I'm tired and I'm grumpy. I'm not a PM person. Kurt is. I've talked about this before. But if I make sure I train before 11 a.m., I have such a good session. I have so much more energy. I'm in such a better mood. I don't know, naturally, I just have a lot of energy in the morning. Like when Kurt and I go for our morning walk and get a coffee, I'm like sprinting and skipping and like jumping around. Kurt's dead. But yeah, for me, keeping this tip short and sweet, I'm an AM girl. It's okay if you're not. So just acknowledge if you're an AM or PM person and just do the important things at that time of the day, whether it's working out or emails or whatever you want to do.
True.
That's it.
Very true. Yep. Like it. I'm a PM person. Let's just leave it there. Whatever.
Yep.
On to the next one.
I love this. Short and sweet. Like, let's get these tips happening. These aren't even the codes.
I only have like really 2 more. So
okay. That's okay.
My next tip, once again, we're going to probably have to talk about this a little bit more in depth, but it's finding a career that brings you joy.
Oh, a career? Wait, so for you, how does the topic of career segue into your healthy lifestyle?
Just giving you a better mindset.
Okay.
So putting me in a better like mind place. And I really enjoy doing what I do. And it's not about the dollar bills that are associated with it. A creative career isn't always going to be the most, I guess, successful career monetarily wise. But I love doing what I do, and it shows through your work.
Yeah.
100% it does.
And I think kind of going back to that AM thing, you wake up with a better energy if you do something you
100%.
love. And again, like you said, it doesn't have to be monetarily super, well, like you have to be able to pay the bills, but you don't have to be like rolling in it kind of thing. Like even when I worked in retail, I woke up hating my life. Whereas my other friend who worked in retail woke up in the best mood. She loved customer service. She loved fashion. And that's totally fine. I remember talking to her at work and I was like, are you just like really empty inside? She was like, no. I was like, oh,
And
me
then
neither.
that means that you're in the career that's not right for you.
Totally.
And we've both dabbled in lots of different things. Sarah did her primary school teaching.
Primary school teaching.
And then you've done a marketing
Yeah, I did
diploma or
marketing as well.
degree.
I liked marketing.
Yeah, you love marketing. We both do now. Yeah. I've done my carpentry and I've done PTing and I've done now photography and content creation, and I've found my passion and I love waking up.
What about someone who, okay, so let's just say they're a teacher, okay? Let's just say they're a primary school teacher. And they're teaching and they wake up every day and they just don't really feel fulfilled, but they've still got to pay the bills. They know they're good at it. They've got a good job. It's really easy for us to say like, oh, #YOLO, live the career you love. Do you have any advice for that? Like, it doesn't have to be right or wrong advice. Just like, what would you do if you were that person who wakes up every morning, they're a teacher, and they're just not happy, they're not fulfilled? Because a lot of my friends are like that, but it's safe. I totally get it. It's safe to just keep doing the job that you're doing, even though you come home and you're not totally fulfilled.
I don't know if my advice is going to be the right advice here, but when I was a carpenter, I knew it had to change, and I understood. And I went from a really good salary, having a car, really comfortable, had savings, this and that, to sort of going off on my own as a carpenter / photographer, half and half, and had to take a massive pay cut and a lot of risk there, and accumulated a bit of debt in that. So I guess like don't just drop everything and go, this is not what I love.
Have
I
a
need to do
backup
something
plan,
else.
yeah.
Create a side hustle.
Totally.
Yeah, it's all about side hustle.
Yeah.
And
so maintain that. Maybe you maintain being a teacher.
Yeah.
And then you try to dip your foot into that career that you want to try.
No, 100%.
Start slow.
And even when you're going off on your own, times are changing and businesses are becoming more adaptable to this work from home
The
life.
digital era.
Yeah. So it's a really exciting time for people to start up business. There's more opportunity for you to create something for yourself. The likes of social media and that, being able to promote your own brand. You can do it at a minimal cost. It's about having good content and being consistent. And if you find something that you truly enjoy, and I'm not saying photography, YouTubing, Instagram.
It could be art. Like my little sister, she's a nurse, and then she also does like this cool resin painting kind of thing on the
so
side.
Inspiring, and I love her work, and I think it's amazing what she does.
I think it's Talia Elise Art. I'll find the Instagram, but I'll
Yeah,
plug her.
give her a plug.
Talia will love this.
Yeah. As soon as you start putting yourself out there, you start to fall into these places and opportunities
believe in
arise
yourself
in
and have
front of you.
confidence.
And your confidence builds. And before you know it, most businesses, they start from nothing. Everyone starts from nothing. That's the thing. We all just guess our way through life, don't we? Like, we guess everything.
Totally. Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm like talking about half the time. Like, yes, I'm very solid with photography and content creation, blah, blah, blah. But in terms of business, sometimes you take a little bit of risk
Fake
here
it
and
till
there.
you make it, honey.
Ah, very true. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry.
Yeah.
I could talk about that all
P.S.
night.
Her Instagram is Talia Elise Art _ Charles. You're welcome.
So
okay.
do you have anything else on that topic? Or you
Believe me, like we'll do a dedicated career.
We'll do a side hustle one.
We'll do a side hustle
hustle's
podcast.
good.
But
Yeah.
I just want to I have so many tips. Like I
Yeah,
said, mine
keep
is short.
going.
Mine is short and sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Something that has changed my life is going to bed earlier and acknowledging. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Acknowledging your circadian rhythm.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? It sounds very complex.
Can you please give me a dictionary? I need a dictionary.
You don't read.
Oh, that's right. That's why I don't know what this means.
Okay, so Kurt is a night owl, and I
Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah.
And because I'm an AM person, if I go to bed too late, it just mucks up my whole day. I love mornings. I don't want to go to bed late, wake up tired, and like my whole day is off. I just love the mornings. I want to utilize the mornings. So I was reading this really, really interesting book. I'll try to like link it in the show notes, but it's called Sleep, and it's literally just about sleep. It's by
What a fabulous name.
I
It's
love
called
it.
Sleep. Wait for it.
Sleep.
Sleep.
So
Sleep.
deep. Sleep.
Sleep.
So it's
Sleep.
It's honestly been so interesting. So it's written by, he's like a sleep scientist or something. Like I think the Olympians hire him to give them like a sleep routine.
Yeah.
But anyway, something really interesting that I read in the book, it's about your circadian rhythm. And it's pretty much how our bodies flow with the day and the light, and our bodies peak at certain times of the day. So your serotonin levels are really high and you're full of energy. You should go to the gym, smash out really good work. And then when your body is peaking with melatonin, you should go to bed. So one thing that I've noticed is while everyone's body's circadian rhythms are somewhat similar, they do fluctuate. So for me, I randomly get super, super tired at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I've noticed if I don't acknowledge that and I stay up for another hour, my circadian rhythm and my sleepiness is totally out of whack.
Yeah.
So my tip is to acknowledge when your body is tired at nighttime. Like, everyone gets tired around like 4 o'clock.
Do you think you can change it? Because like I'm sort of opposite to you. Like, you know, this morning getting out of bed, Sarah jumps out of bed. She's nice and like perky
At like
in the
6
morning.
o'clock, I'm like, let's get up and seize the day.
Yeah. Whereas I struggle. I really struggle.
But I think that's why, because you go to bed late. So I think you need to
We go to bed at the same time though.
No.
Most of the time.
No, but I forced you to come to bed at that time and you're still wired. I think like I used to be like that, believe me. And then when we first met, remember I used to get up at like 5 a.m.? It's because I taught my body to do that. So I think try to get in the habit of, number one, maybe going to bed earlier and just acknowledging your body's own circadian rhythm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think also just to finish this bit off, having the side hustle that I had for a while, maybe that's put me out of sync. Like having the late nights that I've always done and then having to get up early. Do you think that could
Definitely. When I was working in retail and at uni and then doing YouTube as my side hustle, I was not a morning person. I went to bed really late.
Okay.
I was less productive. I was super tired. I didn't have good sleep. I would sweat at nighttime. Now that I have a better balance, I guess, like work-life balance, I really try. If you guys have watched my nighttime, it wasn't even my nighttime routine. It was like a healthy habits video and I talked about sleep. Honestly, I've focused on sleep and my nighttime routine so much now.
She actually does.
I swear, guys, it has changed my life.
She gets angry with me when we're going to bed too late. So.
Yeah. Well, I can do a whole podcast on it because I have like so many tips to do with sleep, but I'm just trying to like keep this.
Yeah, let's just go to the next one. I get it. All right.
Go to sleep.
All right, my tip. This one's a little bit of a silly one, but it is take the time and relax when you're on the toilet.
What?
Yes. Some of my best ideas have come while sitting on the toilet taking a dump.
Oh my
and I
God.
said it,
Why
taking
do you
a
have
dump.
to say
That's
it
right.
so gross?
Because I'm a bloke and whatever.
Okay, this doesn't surprise me. Honestly, you take so long.
Yeah,
Like honestly, I'm not even, I wish I was exaggerating. You take half an hour.
Yeah. I'm brainstorming.
And can I just put it into context here? We have one bathroom in our teeny tiny sweaty apartment and I'm about to wet my pants because I drink a lot of water and I'm like, Kurt, hurry up. And then you can't hear me because you're watching YouTube. I can hear you watching YouTube.
It could just be a family thing because both my brother and I'm pretty sure my sister does this as well.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to embarrass them. The Tilses, take their time. Taking the time with the Tilses.
Well, I'm in a creative mindset on the loose, so, you know.
Isn't it supposed to be the shower? Actually.
No, there is proof that
Tell
the shower
people
time,
how you stand in the shower.
head up against the wall, leaning in the shower. Creative mindset, baby. Oh yeah, I love it.
He faces like the way the water's coming down. He puts his head against the wall. I walked in one time and I thought he was like having a mental breakdown because you're just standing there.
Why do I hate my life as I'm hitting my head up against the wall?
Seriously, I walked in and I was like, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "I have a really good idea." I'm like,
Yeah.
He does the same thing when he washes the dishes too. Puts his head against the wall like he's so
I'm
grumpy.
thinking like I'm just doing my thing, but I guess it's not necessarily just take your time on the toilet. It's more about if you're in a creative mind flow, find these places, these weird places that you get creativity and you have these creative ideas and, you know, just take your time there. Have a little
Firstly,
think.
I love that. I love that you're like, I have 3 tips, and I love that was one of them. However,
Love my toilet time.
I'm gonna not rip on you for a second, and I think that's like really like a really life-changing tip because mine is going for a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
and you have your creative, like you're in your creative mind flow when you're on your walk.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or, unfortunately, like a lot of people, it's when you're lying in bed trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, that does happen too. But
try to shut that down, but it's just kind of natural.
That's more when I've been like working till late at night. But it just I haven't had a chance to shut that off. But yeah, anyway, that's my tip.
Oh my gosh, guys, I have so many. I need to like pick and choose what the best ones are. Okay. All right. Something I never thought that I would like.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I love people, but I'm not a social butterfly. I'm kind of like, what's like an animal that chills, like a jaguar.
Oh, a jaguar.
Or a sloth. No.
In the jungle, the African jungle, we see the jaguar
I don't think-
hiding
no.
in long grass,
No.
looking for his prey.
No, I don't know. Is it jaguar in...
I have no idea.
Anyway.
I'm just David Attenborough. I just have a nice voice.
Okay then. So speaking of being a social butterfly, it's I have finally found a workout buddy, and I feel like people have always given me that tip, like, oh, if you're not motivated to train, find a workout buddy. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I hate people.
Yeah.
But this has been life changing. However, I just want to be real. I think it's important to find a workout buddy who has a similar fitness level to you, or ideally is a little bit better than you.
Yeah, I totally agree. Or is as passionate's not the word, sorry.
Loves the kind of training that you love.
Motivated.
Yeah.
Is motivated as you. Because I've had training buddies before who not necessarily as motivated as me in the gym and tend to chat a little bit more, and that
And then you
ruins
just
my gym
end up
session.
going
So-
out for a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm more on, I like to be a solo trainer in the gym, but then I thrive in like
A group setting.
good group settings. As
Yeah.
long as like everyone in there is at the same level and everyone's like chanting and cheering each other on,
Yeah.
I thrive in those sessions.
So basically how our routine works is I've found this friend, Beck. She's incredible. Beck, if you're listening, you're a legend. And I, like, even this morning, I wanted to wake up and train at our outdoor gym. And I was like, well, Beck's not here, so I can't do it. So we have been training
I'm
together.
not good enough for her anymore.
No, you don't like to train how I train. You like,
Yeah,
you want to
no,
lift
that's
weights.
true.
I just want to do burpees.
Yeah, that's true.
But Beck and I have pretty much been doing 3 sessions together, and it's just really good because on some days where I'm tired, she picks me up. On other days where she's tired, I'm like, come on, like one more set. It's just nice to
No, I
motivate
agree with
each
that.
other.
And that's coming back to that motivated point. They need to be at those same levels or just as motivated at each other.
'Cause
That's
it's-
important.
When you're by yourself, I like to write. That's another tip, which I didn't write down, but here's another tip, a bonus tip. Write down your workouts before you go and do them. And this is something I also taught Beck. She, by the way, I don't want to be like, I've taught Beck this. Beck's taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
But one thing that I've done that she said has helped her is I write out my session before I go and do it, because then it's kind of like you're held accountable.
Set in stone.
You have a game
Yeah.
plan. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But even better if you have another person, because if you're by yourself, you can be like, oh, I've done like 1 set. I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
one to keep you accountable and be like, no, we said 3 sets or we're going to do 3 sets, my friend.
Well, I'm pretty motivated. I
then
don't
on-
need that.
Yeah. And then on Fridays, we do a group session. So we go to 2 different gyms. We go to like a mainstream gym.
Yeah.
And then we go to one called Rhino, which is near our house. And on
Yeah.
Fridays, we do this epic session.
Yeah.
Rhino boys,
All
if
the
you're
trainers.
listening, we love Fridays.
Yeah, we love Fridays.
Yeah, Friday
We love-
sessions. It's just like,
And it's like, it's sort of like, I'm not going to say CrossFit, but it's got the CrossFit vibe where you
don't
get to
say
like
that. Adam
pull
will
the
kill you.
tees off.
Adam
and-
will kill you if
Oh,
you say
yeah,
it's
no.
cross-
It's they're a very
Functional.
functional gym.
Yeah.
But it's more like, you know, everyone's there like chanting or cheering each other on, and like it's just such a good vibe.
super encouraging, and
Yeah.
everyone's a weapon there. So
Yeah.
you just like, you want to be up with the pack.
Yeah, I love how it's always like it just takes one person to take their shirt off, and everyone's
Everyone's
like, "Oh, he's
shirt
got a
off."
shirt on their boy." No, everyone's got their kid off. It's good.
Including me.
Yeah. Well, you were first one of the sessions.
Yeah,
like we
okay,
went to
guys, I have
recently.
a crop top on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not like
yeah.
nips out for the boys.
But
Okay.
everyone was like, "Oh, Susie, get your kid off!" Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. All right, another quick tip
Yeah.
is like really random, but you'll agree.
Yeah. Okay.
2 words: coconut oil.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
What did you think I was gonna
I was
say?
going to say coconut water, because that would have been one of
Oh,
my tips.
yeah, no, whatever. You love
You
coconut
talk about
oil.
coconut oil,
Okay.
and I'll talk about coconut water.
Okay.
Because I love coconut water.
Okay. I love that I've inspired another tip for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, coconut oil. We go through coconut oil like, what do people go through? Like milk in normal people's houses.
we have so much of it.
By the way, actually, Kurt's dad came over the other day and he was like, do you have any milk? I was like, no. He was like, do you have butter? I was like, no. He was like, do you have any sugar? I was like, no. And we are the least...
What is this place?
We're the least Australian apartment ever because we don't even have Vegemite.
I love Vegemite.
Me,
though.
I can't have
But
wheat. Has wheat in it.
yeah.
Anyway, coconut oil. So for all of our oil cooking, like if we cook anything in the pan, we cook it in coconut oil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get my friend Beck in. Actually, she's a dietitian. So like legally, I think she can give better advice on this and like confirm it.
Yeah.
But in terms of cooking in oils, coconut oil is one of the best because you can heat it to pretty high points without it becoming carcinogenic.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not a nutritionist or dietitian. So like, you know, legally, this is my advice.
Olive oil is good as well, but you can't
You can't
heat
heat
it
too
up
much.
to it because it does
I
become
like
that
olive oil
carcinogenic
raw,
thing.
like in salads.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. And then in terms of beauty, I love
Yeah.
coconut oil.
Sheesh,
Okay,
man.
if you live in a colder climate and your skin's really dry, or even if you're in a hot environment and you just have naturally dry skin, try this. Do it in the shower while the water is running. Rub coconut oil all over your body and massage it in. It's like an amazing skin moisturizer. Kurt, you need to do this. You're like a scaly lizard. And just let it sit for a little bit and then you wash it off. So not with soap, you just sort of like wash it off with water and then dab your skin dry. And it's like a leave-on skin conditioner kind of thing. You know those ones you see the ads and it's like, moisturize in the shower with this stuff. Guys, you don't need that. Just go and get a tub of coconut oil and it's life-changing. So I have like 3 tubs of coconut oil. I've got one in the shower, one in the kitchen, and one in our bedroom.
It's true.
And I
it's
just,
everywhere
like-
around our house.
Yeah, so like in my room, I'll use it for like on my face as like a mask. I don't use it every day on my skin, like my face, because it clogs my pores. But in the shower, I'll do it like twice a week, and then we use it every day in our cooking. And I'll also put a little bit in our hot drinks to keep us full for longer because I like healthy fats.
Yeah. You
sorry.
always sneak it into my meals,
Oh,
don't
I'm
you?
so passionate about coconut oil. You guys have no idea.
Well, I love coconut water, and here's why. It's full of electrolytes, has some sugar.
Hydrates your body real quick.
It does. It really does. So it's a great alternative to a Powerade. And I find that I used to drink a lot of Powerades.
Really?
Yeah. Because
I've never seen you drink a
No,
Powerade.
because being a carpenter, you'd be out in the sun in 40-degree heat, and you need it like a pick me up.
Yeah, the
And you need to get
hydration.
those electrolytes back in before I'd hit the gym, because I would do these 40-degree days and then go to the gym and I'd just feel lethargic.
Totally.
So I switched it up and got onto coconut water, and it's the best thing ever.
Yeah,
I
but the
love
bad
it.
thing is you'll buy like one of the 2-liter
I'll
jugs.
smash it.
And you smash it in a day.
I just love the taste of it too. But yeah, get on the coconut water. All right, let's move on to another one.
Okay, can I say another one?
Yeah,
I
and
literally
then
have
I think
pages and pages and
we'll
pages.
move on to our next
Oh,
subcategory.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try and like combine some. Okay. Another one that is life-changing, I'm going to combine two, is add more fiber into your diet. I know we hear this all the time and it's like a grandma tip, but like I'm going to bring it back down to like just
Getting
being
back to the pooping.
Yeah, getting back to moving. So add more fiber and massage your greens. Okay.
That sounds so sexual.
No, really?
Massage
Well,
your greens.
I massage all of your greens.
I really do. When I give you a salad, I
you
always
actually do.
massage.
Yeah.
So I have a really sensitive digestive system, and Kurt is the first person to know this.
Yeah.
So
Bloat City over here.
yeah, bloat city. Seriously. So one thing I find really helps my bowels and my frequency when it comes to a pooping. If I say it in this voice, it's not as gross, right?
It's a little bit more awkward,
Yeah,
though.
it's true. So I like to add fiber to pretty much all of my meals. So some things that I love chia seeds, guys.
Yeah,
Chia
she puts
seeds
them in
are
everything.
life-changing when it comes to the pooping and the bloating. Particularly chia puddings, it's so easy. So literally just get like a jar, put a lot of chia seed in, some coconut milk or some almond milk, and then I usually use like some honey or agave nectar and some vanilla, like vanilla bean powder. Mix it up, leave it in the fridge, and then it becomes this jelly, and you can eat it for dessert, you can eat it for a snack, for breakfast. It's like amazing for your bowels. So it just sort of like jellifies everything, and it just adds bulk to your stools. I know it sounds gross, but I'm just being honest. In terms of massaging your greens, this is going to help the digestive process. So it really helps break down the greens and just sort of prepares it for your body to break it down further. So they say from the research I've done, you're supposed to massage your greens half an hour.
Is this like all greens? Like, are we talking like
No.
broccoli? Or
Good question. No, this is more for like your lettuce and baby spinach, rocket, just more like your raw
like
salads.
a salad or something like
Totally.
that. Okay, yeah, right.
So I recommend massaging it in some kind of oil, and even
Coconut
better,
oil.
yeah, coconut oil, or even like some avocado or some flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil, honestly, has transformed my skin. If you can get flaxseed oil, otherwise known as linseed oil, put that on your
It doesn't
salads.
taste as bad as cod liver oil.
Cod liver oil tastes gross, but it makes your skin great. But anyway, flaxseed oil is amazing. And then a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I feel like that really helps break it down. I put apple cider vinegar in all of our...
love it so much.
But you don't know. You say you hate it, but it's in most of our meals. And you're
I
like,
don't enjoy it.
yum.
Yeah, anyway, continue, sorry.
Massage it. If you can, leave it for half an hour. I usually just leave it for like 2 minutes while I'm chopping everything else up. Massage it with your hands, like literally in a cooking bowl. And then you eat it. And I feel like that just stops me getting bloated and really gassy, and it just helps my body break it down. Really simple, but massage all of your greens if you can.
There we go.
Yeah. And
That's
then in
good.
terms of broccoli, raw broccoli makes me bloated, but if I steam it or if I like boil it a little bit, I'm better.
I didn't know you could actually eat broccoli raw. I feel like I've never done it.
You can, but
It's just not good.
yeah, it makes me really
It
bloated.
doesn't taste good either.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to start with my healthy habits?
I think we'll have to cut it short there.
Okay.
Because we've got we've got one more thing that Sarah's actually really excited about today. And she's come up with this idea herself, and I'm a little bit hesitant, to be honest. I don't know how helpful I'm going to be.
No, I think you will
I think
be
I might
helpful.
be a little bit ruthless.
No,
too.
okay. So this is going to be a new semi-series, and if you guys like it, we'll like...
It won't be weekly.
No way,
It won't be
like
weekly.
once a month
It might
or
be a bit
something.
hard to be
I don't
weekly.
know, we'll see. But this is going to be a Kurt's Dating Diaries.
Kurt's Dating Diaries, yeah.
I love it.
We'll actually do a music thing there.
Yeah. So before we start, obviously this isn't like you need to take Kurt's word as gospel, and it's like, don't change for anyone. Don't change for no man.
No,
This is not like saying you have to be a certain way to have a boyfriend. This is
a
lighthearted.
bloke's opinion.
Yeah.
A
because...
true blue Aussie bloke.
Yeah.
How you going, mate?
Okie dokie.
Go on.
Right. So when I was single, I went through this really weird stage of like YouTubing boyfriend tips and like girlfriend tips.
Yeah.
And I was just interested. I was like, I wonder if I wear like a bold red lip out, like, do boys think that's weird? And like, it shouldn't matter. And who cares? You do you. Hashtag at confident normal question you. Don't change for anyone. But like, I would just always want to pick a boy's brain and be like, hey, just wondering, like, do you like a red lip on girls? Like, do you like this? So just disclaiming, this is totally lighthearted. You don't need to change for no man.
Yeah.
Okay, first
I'm going to tell the
question.
truth. I'm going to tell it how it is as well, guys.
Yeah.
So this is just my opinion.
All right, so just
right.
prepare to hate Kurt.
Yeah, exactly. Probably will. I haven't seen these questions, so
There's only
it's
like
going to be a
5.
surprise to me. All right,
fine.
ready?
All right,
Go for
let's
it.
start off with something that was relevant in this podcast about Hun and Babe.
Oh.
Pet names
Mm-hmm.
before becoming official.
Oh, okay.
So if not you calling the girl something, if the girl calls you, okay, so say if like we first met on our
Yeah.
first date
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, hey baby.
Oh, no. No. I'm going to say no. Big fat no. If you're coming up to me and being like, oh, babe, like, oh, yeah, babe. No, I'm off you.
Why?
I don't know. It's so unattractive. Like I said before, like, I feel like babe is like a trashy thing to say.
What if I said
It
hun?
makes-
I was like, hey
No,
hun.
I think as a guy, you don't want a little pet name. Like it makes you feel like, I don't know, it takes away your masculinity almost.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like
So on our first
if you came
date-
up to me and was like, "Hey babe," I would cringe. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like
But I feel like I've called you that before.
No, I don't think you have.
Oh.
No, maybe
I'm
like
heartless.
a one-off or
I'm
whatever.
heartless. I'm not into pet names.
Yeah, so I'm not into that. I'm not into it. But you know, some guys probably thrive on it, and I've heard guys call their Mrs. Babe, and yeah, I don't know.
So
I'm
even
just
not
into it.
honey. What if I called you honey at the start? On our first
I
coffee
don't
date?
think we did call each other
No,
nicknames.
we
like
didn't.
that.
But that's what I'm saying. What
it was
if
like
I did?
Sezzy or Sarah. Or,
Yeah, but I'm flipping it. I'm
I
saying.
don't know. I don't know. I think it would be the same. I just think at first it's a bit odd.
Okay.
You're still testing the waters. You know, you don't want to come on too strong. So yeah, just hold it back a little bit. Just hold back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about? Let's just talk about in the clubs. If you're single, ready to mingle, and you're in a club,
Yep.
do you like a girl approaching you? Like, imagine if I saw you in a
Yes,
club.
it's
No,
actually really refreshing.
not even in a club. Let's just say like
Yeah.
in any aspect of life. Like you're out getting a coffee. I see you and I'm like, I really like that guy. And my friend's like, go and say hey. I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
Yeah.
If I came up to you and I was like, hey, I just saw you. I see you all the time. My name's Sarah. What's your name?
Yeah. That's refreshing.
Really?
And it depends on the way that you do it as well. It could come on too strong as well, vice versa as well. But I think being a guy, sometimes it can be hard to. I mean, like going up to a girl, I think sometimes it could be perceived as being sleazy straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So I think a girl coming up to a guy is
Especially if
quite
you're in a
refreshing.
gym or a
lot-
club.
Yeah. Yeah, especially in a gym setting. If you're a guy who goes and chats with girls in the gym, you're a sleaze.
Actually, well, yeah, your
Just
opinion
saying.
about the gym.
I hate that. I'm all against it.
Because we didn't meet in a gym, and I said to Kurt, I was like, if we were in a gym,
No.
would you have approached me? And he said, no.
No.
He goes, I don't look at girls like that in the gym.
No.
But I was like, what if it's me? Like, what if you...
Like, I used to train at a gym back when I was in high school, and there'd be girls at the gym who you know in the area, and it's all good to go and have a conversation with someone you know, but like, if you're like going up to a girl in a gym and be like, oh, what are you doing here, baby? Like, oh, I see you here all the time. You're training, like you're fit for a girl. Like, that's like so demoting.
Yeah, so
Like,
degrading.
And like, just go train, mate.
Yeah.
Like, don't bug them. Like, just go do your thing.
So you like girls that approach you in like everyday aspects.
Yeah, depends on the context, but yeah,
You like
I think
confidence.
confidence is key. Definitely,
Confidence,
isn't it?
not cockiness.
No, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay. What about a digital tip? If I was single and I find a guy on Instagram and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Can I DM him? Is that weird? Or should I just like
I
a bunch of
think-
his? Or
I
here we
think-
go. Do I scroll down to the old photos like an old one so he
Okay.
knows I've been stalking him?
I've had friends who have done that, and I find that creepy. I think that's like you're just.
I like that.
I get it. I understand it. I understand. Like if I go to like a like when I was single, right down the chain, you instantly know that someone's a little bit
He's
interested.
checking out. Yeah, he's checking me out.
The DM, I don't know. I think we have been brought up with Instagram. We're quite relatively new to it too, but I think now, like from now going forward, I think that's more and more common. I think it's more and more common to approach people.
So if
over
you were
it, but,
single and I DM'd you and I was like, love your profile. You look really cool. I love photography too. Want to get a coffee?
yeah, I would be open to it. I'd be open to it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. P.S. If you DM me, I'm with Sarah, so get lost.
All right. And my final question. Okay, so I've just dated your best friend.
Yeah.
We've broken up.
Yeah.
Me and you start talking because you're like, are you okay? La la, like
Yeah.
whatever. I start liking you. You feel the same.
Nah.
You can see there's some
Nah.
chemistry.
Bro code.
What?
Yeah, that's 101 bro code.
What if you feel like
You are
I'm your
a
soulmate?
dog. If you're the guy, you're an absolute dog.
But what if you feel like I'm your soulmate? You feel it in your bones.
Look, if it was me, I'd probably go to the other guy and be like, look, man, this is what's happening. Give me your thoughts. But like, even still, it'd be awkward for everyone.
So what about the girl? If it's me, should I even try to pursue you, or like should I just not? Should I leave it in your court?
Yeah, you should probably leave it in. I don't know.
Because this has happened to a lot of my friends.
Yeah, I
They've
don't
broken
know.
up
It's
and they're
just-
like, I
that's
really
just-
like his. The reason they've broken up is because they've been at parties and they see their friend and they're like, I actually have stronger feelings for him than my own boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like this happens a lot.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. That's a touchy topic, I feel like. That's a very touchy topic. I feel like if you're open about it, then, you know, you can always talk around things. You can
so
always communicate it.
I
But
just wanted to jump in there with a deep one, you know.
depends on how long they've been dating for, too. Like, if it's
Yeah.
been a month, like,
Whatever.
it wasn't that serious. But if it's been, like, 5 years, then I feel like that's sort
And he
of
was
like...
about to put a ring on it. Like, yeah, that's just.
sort of like, you don't
bro
do
code.
that. You don't do that.
I
Yeah.
so agree.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Okay.
I'll wrap it up there, but dude, I have so many Kurt's
man.
dating diaries
I'm going to
questions.
get grilled for this from my mates. You know this, right?
Well, you can swap it. You could give me Sezzy's, I don't know any alliteration.
Sexual slanders.
Oh my gosh, no, that is not happening. That is not happening. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed episode 3 of the Health Code
Yeah.
podcast. Oh my gosh, we need to give them a code.
Oh, yeah, we haven't done our code.
Where's my thing? Okay, I remember. Okay. All right, my code for the week is going to be under lifestyle. So you guys know, if you're new to our podcast, basically we have a code book. So there's different chapters. Last week we did the chapter on fitness, and so you guys should have code 1 and 2 under the fitness category.
Yeah.
This week my code is going to go under lifestyle. So flick to a new page.
I'm
There
going to
you
be under
go.
lifestyle as well.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Make a little title saying lifestyle. Use your bubble writing. Use your highlighters.
There's been some fabulous bubble writing going on.
There has been.
Have you
Definitely
seen
tag.
that?
Yeah, I
tag us
have.
in that. We love it. We love seeing like your creative ways of making your book look pretty. It's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
So just go, well, yeah, if you want to tag us, just go the.healthcode
Yeah.
on Instagram and
Yeah.
just tag us.
Tag
even,
away.
Like,
Love
code
it.
book.
Yeah.
Okay, so code number 1 under the lifestyle category. And mine is,
Style.
why do we have to have a music montage for everything?
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
good.
Oh no, lifestyles of the healthy and
Nutrient.
dense. Anyway, code number 1 under
Yeah.
lifestyle is find your own version of balance. Okay?
Find your own version of balance. That's
Yeah.
deep.
It is very deep. So just Making it quick, short and simple. Basically, it's people who say, oh, you need a work-life balance, or oh, you just relax and watch some TV. I think everybody has their own version of balance.
Yeah.
And for you, if what makes you zen is going for a walk, then do that. If you need to watch Netflix, then do that. If you want to wake up early and train, then do that. If you want to have a cheat meal, do it. If you want to have a cheat every day, if you don't even want to use the word cheat like myself, then do that. I think there is no perfect way to live a healthy and fit lifestyle, and it's super subjective and unique to everybody. So find your own version of balance and don't feel like you need to copy anyone else's lifestyle. So even though I wake up early and I go for a beach walk and I get my coffee and that's my morning routine, it doesn't mean that it is the right morning routine.
No, that's
Everyone's
true. That's
different.
so
Like
true.
you thrive by sleeping in, and
Yeah.
I know you work so well at nighttime, and maybe that's your version of balance.
I think the reason is as well because like I love being outside during the day. Like I hate being like sitting inside when there's the sun shining outside, you know? And then when it comes to nighttime, it's like, I'm not missing out on anything outside.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
I get what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I like that tip. That's a good tip. And I
Thanks.
feel like that could become a topic on its own. Like balance is huge.
Definitely, it's a super broad tip.
We'll talk about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is... Now, I've actually changed my mind because I'm going to switch this up and go back to career.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was sort of thinking
new chapter,
about it.
guys. New bubble writing. Right. New page. Go to career. Write your bubbles.
Do your bubbles, tag us again. Yeah, I'm going to do a career one. And it's find your side hustle. Or find a career that brings you joy.
Yeah. Code number 1 under career.
Yeah.
Find your side hustle.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so you don't have to have a side hustle. If you're in a career that you love right now, then
You're killing it.
go for it. That's awesome. Like, congratulations to you. But not everyone finds their dream career.
It's like my sister right now.
Yeah.
She's a midwife and she loves it. So she goes to work, she comes home, and then she goes to like coffee with
Yeah.
her friends, and she's so
Yeah.
happy right now.
Yeah.
And that's totally cool.
And that's great. Like, good on her. And my hat goes off to her because what she does is so inspiring, and it's like a really tough job to have.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be creative. You don't have to, be a YouTuber. You don't have to be a content creator.
It's more like
whatever
finding-
you love. Yeah.
Finding that dream career of yours, start
Mm.
by making it a side hustle, and then when it becomes really successful or a bit too busy or like time consuming,
Mm.
then that becomes priority, and then maybe your full-time job becomes more part-time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good stepping
Yeah.
stone into finding your dream career,
Definitely.
is making the hustle.
Yeah, and when you
I love
find
it.
that dream career and you're enthusiastic about it, like, you will do well in that area because enthusiasm is contagious.
Totally.
Hmm.
I love it. Well, that is going to wrap up episode 3 of the Health Code podcast. Follow us at the.healthcode on Instagram. I'm Sarah's Day. You can follow me at Sarah's_day or Sarah's Day on YouTube or www.sarahsday.com.
Wowza.
And come meet me at the Fitness Expo on the 21st
Yeah,
and 22nd.
come see us at the
And
Fitness Expo.
Get excited for my new ebook launching in May, but I'll tell you guys the exact date
Yep. Coming up.
coming up. But yeah, stay tuned on my Instagram. I Instagram story all the time, so I'll
Yeah.
always be updating you guys.
And I am KJ Tilse, KJTILSE. Yes, I have to spell it.
Always.
We already know it's hard to spell.
It's not-
It is.
Okay.
Tilse? It's Tilse, all right?
Tiles?
Tilse.
Tilesy?
Exactly. That's why I have to spell it out.
Okay.
Instagram, YouTube, and podcasting at The Health Code, and also my website, www.kjtilse.com. My presets will be live, hopefully, within the week.
Yeah, this is pressure now. You
Well,
need
I've
to hold
committed
yourself
now.
accountable.
I've committed now. They're awesome, by the way. So if you are in the photography space or you are looking to get into that space, I highly suggest having a look at them and making a purchase. It will change. It will take you up to the next level in photography. Definitely.
Yeah, if you get the presets, Tropicana is like my jam. There's this one preset called Tropicana. It makes your skin like super tanned, and I'm like a summer goddess.
I made these and I made them all sort of on my own, and then I started doing a few photos, and Sarah was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks so amazing!" And then when I gave them to you, all like mind blown.
I know. I'm like, I'm
"What?"
so tan.
And now she's like the master of Lightroom now.
All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you in our next podu.
Catch you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm the last.
No.
See you
Let
later.
me have a go. I want to.
Sayonara.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Toodaloo. Au revoir.